What's up, guys? It's your boy Keep It Real MMA. I literally just tried to record this video, but for some reason my recording stopped and there was no trace of the file anyway, so I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna do it again later on tonight, probably early hours in the morning. I will post a full card reaction, but this, obviously the main event is the most important thing because there's a lot of things I need to discuss about this. But great fight. Obviously everybody laughed at me. Anybody who watched the video. Anybody who, any of my friends, all of that, they all said that I'm delusional for picking Leon Edwards, but got it done. 5th round TKO. And the thing is, right, I'm really fired up about this fight because I'll go through the same points again. I don't care. I'll say it all again. I don't really care if my fucking people outside the window can hear. I don't give a fuck. Now, this is how I think about it, right? You guys know how I feel about steroids, cheating cunts. You know how I feel about them. And USADA as snakes, allowing Brock Lesnar to fight Mark Hunt knowing he tested positive for steroids, but they needed him on the card because they took John Jones off. The UFC and USADA are the shadiest duo in sports, right? We all know this. Usman is on steroids, clearly on steroids. He's on HGH and EPO and maybe something else because he's clearly on something these other welterweights are not on. Right? Bilal Muhammad is also on steroids, I can tell, right? I know, I can tell when a fighter's on steroids, right? Sometimes you can't tell, and I'll admit that, but most of the time you can tell when they're on steroids. You can tell just by looking at them. Now, someone like Josh Quinlan is not as obvious that he's on steroids, but he tested positive. He is on steroids. And the fact that the UFC let him fight after that is ridiculous, right? So anyway, I was screaming this entire fight because Herb Dean was a fucking fraud this entire fight. And Kamaru Usman just loves to cheat. He can't help himself. He has to cheat, no matter what. And he was winning the fight, yes, but he kept grabbing the fence, faking nut shots, faking eye pokes, and grabbing Leon's glove every fucking time. Now, the reason Herb Dean's a fraud is because all he did was warn Kamaru. Never took a point, never threatened to take a point, just said, he said once, so this is the last warning. But Kamaru kept doing it anyway, and he didn't care. Leon grabs the cage once, and he forces him to go back down into position, right? But he allows Kamaru to keep getting away with it, all the time. And this is how I feel about it, right? Like, Kamaru Usman robbed Colby of the belt twice. Now, I don't give a fuck about the backlash. I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks. Kamaru Usman has never legitimately beaten Colby Covington. Never. He's never legit beat Colby Covington. Never have. Because, here's why. The first fight, he illegally finished Colby. Continuous back of the head shots while Mark Goddard is smiling before he stops the fight. Mark Goddard is clearly against Colby's beliefs because you could tell in his interviews and what he says, and he let that factor into it, I can tell. And the fact is, Kamaru kept fake a nut shot that clearly he was about to get finished in the third. He knew he was about to fold. He knew that, so he faked a nut shot. He faked an eye poke, started holding the other eye, acting like Aljamain Sterling, acting like he's fucking hurt and shit. And Mark Goddard gives him timeouts, allow him to have timeout. Colby gets full-on eye poked in both of his eyes at the same time. Not allowed a timeout. And he screams at Colby saying, no more timeouts. Even though Kamaru was the one having timeouts. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And people tell me there is no rigged. You know what I mean? And continuous back of the head shots. It would have been a draw. Like the second fight should have been a draw. Continuous back of the headshots over and over and over and over again. And Mark Goddard smiles and then stops the fight when Colby's getting in on the single leg. The second fight, it was a first round to Kamaru, barely. I don't even know if you can give him that, but I'll give the benefit of the doubt, I'll give him that. Second round, 10-8 did Colby. Third, fourth and fifth, Colby clearly won, and if you think Usman won the fifth, you're delusional. And now, this is how I think about it, right? He gets a phantom 49-46 scorecard. A phantom 49-46 scorecard. He clearly didn't win 4-1. It was clearly 3 rounds to Colby, 2 to Usman, but because of the 10-8, it's a draw. and he gets robbed of it. 49-46 scorecard. Same for Ngannou, 49-46 card when he clearly lost 3-2 to Gane. Yeah? 49-46 scorecard for Israel Adesanya when he clearly lost to Whittaker 3-2. Yeah? 49-46 scorecard for Rose against Whaley when she clearly lost 3-2 in the second fight. You know what I mean? And what they have in common, Rose and Usman are teammates, right? Are teammates. Usman is friends with Ngannou and Adesanya. And they're all and them three are African. I mean, I'm just putting the dots together, you know what I mean? Because I'm not retarded. So, you know, it's clearly rigged. You know what I'm saying? Because you could tell by the way Herb Dean kept telling him, oh, this is your last warning. Stop grabbing the fence. Stop grabbing the fence. As soon as Leon grabs the fence, they have to go back down into the position. But no, Usman's allowed to cheat as much as he desires. Yeah? Clearly on steroids, HGH. Right? Because think about it this way, right? His head shape throughout his entire career. Acne all over the back of his head, his deltoids, and his fucking back. The power, strength, and cardio that he possesses is impossible at a person that big. All the muscle at the top end, no muscle in his legs whatsoever. And that's natural. You know what I'm saying? And then, on top of that, he has injection marks on his abdomen and his rear deltoids. You can't make this shit up. Seriously can't. He started his career at Black Zillions. And let me wonder, who was the mentors at that gym? Oh, TRT Belfort and Alistair Overeem. If that doesn't scream fishy, I don't know what does. No, two guys known for taking steroids. One known for head kicking Michael Bisping and making him lose an eye because of this insane power he gets from the steroids, yeah? Suddenly, as soon as he's off the steroids, he starts losing fights. Who would have thought? You know what I'm saying? And it's ridiculous, bro. Like, he grew up as, you know, in the early stages of his career through Black Zillions. His father is a corrupt pharmacist that went to prison for it. A corrupt pharmacist, and he happens to be the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. There's too many coincidences. You know, and his brother coincidentally has the same problems. His brother is coincidentally massive. His brother coincidentally has cardio and power. And his brother coincidentally has acne and clearly is on steroids too, HGH. His brother coincidentally, like Usman, recovers from shots very easily. You know, Usman, you know, Kamaru Usman has complained about knee joint pain, can't run, and the certain injuries that he's picked up. That is direct correlations and symptoms of taking HGH. Lost his hairline, lost his hair completely. That is a legit fucking symptom of HGH. I mean, you know what I mean? Like, you can't make this shit up. It's almost funny how he's got away with it. He's clearly on a great cycle. It's the same with Adesanya. He's clearly on a great cycle. But I think Adesanya's been laying off the steroids because all of a sudden he can't knock anybody out. All of a sudden, you know, unless he has a titty hanging off, he can't knock anybody out. But you know, we need African champions, right? Same like the UFC needs Mexican champions. Yeah, that's why Brandon Moreno got an interim title shot after clearly losing 3-2. Getting the commentators like Joe Rogan to say it was a disputed decision when Figgy clearly won the fight. Figgy clearly won the first fight too. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those where it's like, what's the point? And Leon put it all to bed. And I'm glad. I don't usually take satisfaction from KOs unless I bet on the guy to win and there's a great KO, great fight. Boom. This was the most satisfying KO I have ever seen in my life. Your fucking shitty needles, your fucking steroids couldn't save you from that fucking KO. Couldn't save you. You couldn't recover like a fucking dickhead anymore. And I'm glad it caught up to you. Karma caught up to you, Usman. Simple as. You, like, he's probably a great father, probably a great guy in public, right? But in sports, combat sports, you're a cheating scumbag. Simple as. There's no other way to put you. You're a cheating fucking scumbag. I don't care how nice of a person you are, and I don't care who you are. Josh Quinlan's probably a really nice guy. I don't give a fuck. He's a scumbag. Josh Quinlan's a scumbag. I don't give a fuck if he's a nice guy. I picked him to win because I knew he was going to KO the chinny Jason Witt. I knew he was going to, but I didn't take any satisfaction of it. If you guys could have seen my live reaction to it, I was like, oh. You know what I mean? But yeah, Usman was winning the fight though. Yeah, like, it's not to say that he has improved as a fighter. Yeah, his striking's gone better. You know, he's mixed up things better, but has a physicality advantage for a reason. Has the cardio advantage for a reason. The power advantage for a reason. It's not natural. And anybody who defends that are fucking deluded, man. Simple as. And I'm not biased. I'm keep it real. Keep it real MMA. That's who I am. And that's who I'll stick by. I'll always be real, regardless. If fucking Charles Oliveira turned out that he tested positive for all that, he's a cheating scumbag. You know what I'm saying? But, like, obviously, he's not a cheating scumbag because he's clearly not on steroids. He doesn't test positive. He doesn't look like he's on steroids. If he is, he is. Like, do you know what I mean? But, you know what I'm saying? Like, it just does make him. But what I'm happy about is that Leon put that all to bed. And it was... Leon won the first round. Obviously, broke Kamaru's non-taken down record. Colby clearly took him down. Usman kept fucking grabbing the fence too, and he still couldn't stop the takedown. But no, they wouldn't give it to him though. And then on top of that, yeah, so Leon gets him down. Leon clearly wins the first round. Kamaru Usman edges out the second, in my opinion, and then Usman clearly wins 3 and 4. While cheating, by the way, like I said, you know, clearly grabbing the fence, grabbing the gloves, faking nut shots, faking eye pokes, taunting Leon in between rounds too, you know, trying to get in his face and shit. I know he does it regularly, but karma finally caught up with him in the sense of that he's a cheating fuck. And I'm glad he got put away, man. And, you know, like, Colby should be champion in a way. Like, not really, but, like, because, you know, both fights would have been a draw. But, you know what I mean, if the Mark Goddard actually, you know, was an objective ref and not a piece of shit, he would have realised that he, you know, Colby got illegally finished. So, you know what I mean? So maybe Colby would be champion right now. You know, Colby would be champion in a way. But I'm glad that it happened to Leon, though. Leon's a good guy, man. If, you know, the stories came from, that's 9 fights in a row. That's 10 fights in a row. I believe I deserve a title shot. You know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? He's a great guy, man. And I'm glad that he got it done. And, you know, it was a beautiful feint. Straight up to the left high kick. Right on the dome, and your fucking HGH can fucking save you. Fucking glad. Is nothing more satisfying than seeing a cheat get put away. But yeah, guys, yeah, that's my thought on the fight. It was a decent fight though. But yeah, the main card, the entire card reaction will be up soon. So yeah, let's see when that happens. So yeah, thank you so much, guys, for watching, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Peace.